All right. Give all praise and glory to Yahweh by Shema Rashah. Double honor to the apostle brother Elder Great Millstone. Shalom to the host Black. Shalom, as we see the title here. It's a sermon to sign. The time is at hand. As you see the thumbnail, the end of the dollar. So what you people's gonna do? You have no excuse. The apostles, the elders of Great Millstone, but not that one of you these things is gonna come to pass. As you see the sermon, the signs of the time, you see what's going on. The people don't have no idea. They still lost in the sauce, still love the world. They taking heed of the warning, the word. So these things gonna come. It's gonna catch up. Gonna come to you, people. It's a thief as a night. Let's go to Matthew 16, verse 1. Let's get right into that. Matthew 16, verse 1. It is Pharisee. It's gonna come and it says a Pharisee also with the Pharisee came and temple and desired him that he would show them a sign from heaven. He answered and said unto them, when it even yet say it will be far weather, for the sky is red, right? For the sky is red. In the morning it will be far weather. Today, for the sky is red, and Lord, you hypocrite, can discern the face of the sky, but can you not discern the signs of the time? Right? Can you not discern the signs of the time? So we'll go right to this video. Go right. Can you not discern the signs of the time?
Very clear blunt indicator that the future is for the de-dollarization. The future is for the East, not the West now. The Western bloc is in the decline stage.
This is Dabu 7, and it looks like the death of the dollar has begun here full steam. There has been this slow erosion of the dollar and its purchasing power for many years. Now, it looks like the petrodollar, the reserve currency status that the U.S. dollar has held for a long time, is coming to an end and rather quickly. This has been talked about by many different experts out there. Zoltan had talked about this. Goldman even predicted it and said that we are approaching the end of the dollar's reserve currency system. A lot of people want to stick their head in the sand and ignore this. That's to their own detriment. You need to prepare for what's coming, because this is gonna rattle the lives of everyone out there, especially anyone sitting on large amounts of U.S. dollars. What this is going to end up doing is sending all these U.S. dollars back to the United States. And if you think inflation's been bad thus far, you haven't seen nothing yet. Now China and Brazil have just struck a deal to ditch the U.S. dollar. It used to be that the United States went around the globe enforcing the dollar at the barrel of a gun. Well, they're not doing that in these situations. They're basically laying down and they're letting the dragon advance on this world stage. For those that just can't seem to get it, it's because the world is a stage. All the world leaders have come together and sold the people out of every country. And until you wrap your head around that, you're going to be lost. Okay? The rest, they're just playing out for the history books. Theaters of war. Now, if you go back and do your research, you will see that everything was staged. A whole ran was put into motion by J.P. Morgan Chase for the first Great Depression. Through meetings on Jekyll Island. We're heading right back down that road here as our politicians have sold us out. They know this is coming. They know that this is the end game, and they're walking us right toward it. They're not doing anything to counter these moves out in the world stage, but there's really not anything they can do. Okay. China and Brazil striking this deal to ditch the U.S. dollar is absolutely huge. The next massive move is Saudi Arabia. And this is really where it all lies, because our deal with Saudi Arabia and the petrodollar is what gave us this power all this time. Now it's going away. Saudi Arabia has just joined China's economic security bloc, where Russia is a member also. And this is because China is playing a peacemaker. And I warned you about this. Everyone was thinking peacemaker in Israel, Trump, and all this. Well, the real guy going around the globe right now trying to strike peace is the dragon, Xi Jinping. Sure enough, the dragon. And he is striking up a peace deal between none other than long enemies, Iran and Saudi Arabia, bringing them into one team. Again, most of the people out there don't even begin to understand the magnitude of all this. They will a year or two down the road when they're like, what happened? And they fail to listen to the writing on the wall. This is what's going on here. In gold, expect once these rig markets are exposed, the precious metals are going to go to astronomical levels that you've never seen. You think the crypto was wild. You just wait till the metals take off. There won't be no coming back down for them, though. So get ready. There are predictions that within the next 30 days, you are about to see a series of events that are going to change everything. The way that everything flows, where it all goes. And if they set up this disaster where they can swoop in and have the answer, which is their CBDC, they're going to do so. So get ready. That is the plan.
Let's bring you some economy news now. Brazil and China have struck a deal to ditch the US dollar in favor of their own currencies for bilateral trade transactions.
An agreement on setting payments in yuan has been signed with Brazil, which greatly facilitates our trade. We are planning to expand cooperation in the field of food and mineral extraction and to search for a possibility of exporting goods with high added value from China to Brazil and from Brazil to China.
The deal enables China and the biggest economy in Latin America to conduct financial transactions directly without converting their currencies into US dollars. The new arrangement is expected to reduce costs and facilitate bilateral trade and investments. China remains Brazil's largest trading partner, accounting for more than a fifth of all its imports, followed by the US. China is also Brazil's largest export market, accounting for more than a third of all its exports. This comes just days after China completed its first LNG trade paid for in its national yuan currency, as it imported around 65,000 tons of liquefied natural gas. While the commodity originated in the UAE, it was actually a French company, Total Energies, that fulfilled the contract. China has been increasingly stepping up its oil and gas deals in yuan in a bid to establish its currency on a more international level. That also weakens the US dollar's traditional dominance in world trade. Trade in national currencies is also expected to grow between India and Egypt, which are currently discussing the purchase of over 1.5 million tons of rice in rupees. If the deal is agreed upon, Egypt will join 18 countries doing business in rupees for cross-border transactions in a bid to de-dollarize global trade, with the Indian currency becoming more international. We heard from a professor of political science at Helwan University who says it's an important trend as the dollar has always been used by the US as a tool to maintain economic and political dominance.
The economic crisis now is how to get the dollar. And the US is trying to exercise control on countries on the supply of dollars. And they have to submit to their economic and political conditions. While when you deal with the rupiah in India or the ruble in Russia, there are no political conditions set on the developing countries. The 18 countries club dealing with rupiah, the Indian rupiah. Some of them are Western countries like Germany. When Germany, the economic leader in Europe, joining this shows a very clear, blunt indicator that the future is for the de-dollarization. The future is for the East, not the West now. The Western bloc is in the decline stage.
Decline stage. Mm, mm, mm. So as you see. All right. Let's go to Matthew 16, verse 3. They said, in the morning it would be far weather today, for the sky is red, O Lord, O you hypocrite. You can discern the face of the sky, but can you not discern the signs of the time? Why can you not discern the signs of the time? Verse 4, you are wicked and the other generation seek after the sign, and there shall no sign be given unto it, but the sign of the prophet Jonah, and he left and to part, right? The sign of the prophet Jonah, he left and to part. Okay. Right, what else? Let me see. Let's go to let's go into these warning scriptures. Right, yeah. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 1, verse 20. It say, wisdom cried without, she uttered her voice in the street. She cried in the chief place of the concord, in the open of the gate. In the city she uttered her words, say, how long you simple ones will love simplicity, and the scorners delight, and the scorners and fool hate knowledge, right? Fool hate knowledge. I turn you at my reproach, behold, I'll pour out my spirit unto you. I make known my words unto you, because I have called, you refuse, I stretch out my hand, and no man regards, but have said none at my counsel, and with none of my reproof. Also I will laugh at your calamity, and I will mock when your fear come. Right? It's gonna mock when your fear come. With fear come as dazzling and destruction, come as whirlwind, when distress and anguish come upon you. They should call upon me, but I will not answer. They should seek me early, but they should not find me. For they hated not, they not chose to fear the Lord. There were none of my counsel, despise all my reproof. Therefore should they eat the fruit of their own ways, and be filled with their own device. For the turn away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. Whoso hearken unto me shall dwell in safety, should be quiet for fearing of evil. Right? Should be quiet for fearing of evil. Ecclesiastes 12, verse 1. Ecclesiastes 12, verse 1. Man, what are you doing? Moving kind of slow. It said, remember now the greater death are you, while the evil day come not, nor the year draw near. What I should say, I have no pleasure in them. When the sun or light, or the moon, or the star be not darkness, or the cloud return, the rain. In the day the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong man shall bow down himself. The grinding conceit become dark are few, and there that look out of the window be darkness, and the door should be shut in the streets. When the sound of the gunning is low, and he shall raise up at the voices of the birds, and all the doors of the muted shall be brought low. Right? It said all the doors of the muted shall be brought low. Also, they should be afraid of that which is high, and fear should be in the way, and the almond trees shall flourish as the grasshopper should be as a burden, and desire shall fall because a man go to his lonely home, and the morning go about the streets. Or every silver coin be lost. Let me see. Nope, that's all right there. So, right. Ecclesiastes 12, verse 1 says, remember the created day of thy youth, for the evil day come not, for the year draw near. But I should say, I have no pleasure in them, right? Remember the created day of thy youth. All right. Job chapter 5, verse 15. No, Job, did I forget? No, Job chapter 5, verse 19. No, I don't want that. Nope, I don't want that. All right, let's go to Jeremiah chapter 7. No, Jeremiah 7, verse 5. Thou said the Lord power and evil on evil, behold, is coming. An end is coming. The end is coming. Watch for thee, behold, it is coming. Right, it is coming. Ezekiel chapter 7, verse 25, it said, destruction coming, and there shall see peace, and there shall be none. Right, destruction is coming. There shall see peace, and there shall be none. Mischief shall come upon mischief, and rumor shall be upon rumor. They shall seek a vision of the prophet, but the law shall perish from the priest, and the counsel from the ancient. The king shall mourn, and the priest shall be clothed with desolate, and the hand of the people of the land shall be troubled. And I will do unto thee after thy ways, and according to thy desert, and I will judge thee, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord. Right. Ezekiel 7, verse 25, destruction coming, and there shall see peace, and there shall be none. Right, destruction coming. There shall see peace, and there shall be none. Right. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 3. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 3. For the vengeance yet on appointed time, but at the end shall speak and not lie. Thought it tarry, wait for it, because it would surely come, it would not tarry, right? It would not tarry. It would not tarry. That can't happen. Chapter 2, verse 3. For the vengeance yet on appointed time, but the end it shall speak and not lie. Thought it tarry, wait for it, because it would surely come, it would not tarry, right? It would not tarry. Wait for it. All right. Hit a couple more. Get this. Romans 13, verse 11. That should be it. Romans 13, verse 11. Romans 13, verse 11, it says, as that known the time that it's now high time to wake out of sleep, for now is our salvation near that we believe. The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore count the work of darkness. Let us put on the armor of light. Let us walk in honesty in the day, not rioting and drinking, not in chamber and wanted, not in strife and envy, but put you on the Lord, and how it shall anointed. It may not be vision for the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof, right? It's high time to wake up. All right. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 5. Let me read the whole thing. 1 Thessalonians 5, verse 1. It said, but the time is season, brother, and I need that I write unto you. For yourself known perfect, the day of the Lord shall come as a thief in the night. They should say peace and safety, and then sudden destruction come upon them. Destroyed upon the woman with child, and they should not escape. But you, brother, you are not in darkness, that they shall overtake you as a thief. You are the children of the light and the children of the day. We are not at night, nor of darkness. Therefore, let us not sleep through others. Hold on. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, sleep as do others. But let us watch and be sober. Right? Let us watch and be sober. Right? Let us watch and be sober. I think I have one more. So you see the time that we are in. It says this is dollar. You should know what's coming, right? You should know what's coming. And let's get to that. You should know what's coming. 1 John 2, verse 15. Dog's gonna get it, but 1 John 2:15, it says, love not the world, right? It says, love not the world. Other things are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not the Father, but is of the world. If the world pass away and the lust thereof, but he that do the will of the Most High abide forever, right? Do the will of the Most High abide forever. 1 John 2, verse 17. That the world pass away and the lust thereof, but he that do the will of the Most High abide forever, right? Revelation 1, verse 3. Revelation 1, verse 3 said, blessed he that readeth and hear the word of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand, right? For the time is at hand. For the time is at hand. Revelation 13, verse 14. As you see what that say, it say, go back to the end, it says, just a dollar, you should know what's coming, right? You should know what's coming. Revelation 13, verse 14, and he deceived them with dwell, he deceived them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which have power to do. The sign of the beast say to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which which he had wounded by the sword and did live. He had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast shall both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast shall be killed. He called all both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead, that no man might buy or sell, he that had the mark or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it's the number of a man, as his number is 600, 3 scholars and 6. Right. Revelation 19. Verse 20. I think I should have kept it there, but just let me see this part. Revelation 19, verse 20. And the beast was taken with him, the false prophet that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them that have received the mark of the beast, and them that worship his image. Those both was cast alive into the lake of fire, burning with brimstone. Right, burn it with brimstones. Burn it with brimstones. Revelation 22. What's what I need? Revelation 22, verse 10, and he said unto me, seal not the saying of this prophecy, of this book, for the time is at hand. Right, for the time is at hand. And he said unto me, seal not the saying of this prophet, of this book, for the time is at hand. Right, for the time is at hand. Right, for the time is at hand. Right, so you see, I think that should be out. I'm trying to find something else. Yeah, for the time is at hand. Right, there's a dollar. You should know what's coming. Right, you should know what's coming. Let me see if I can go back. Watch what they were saying. Watch a little bit of it. Let me see. Watch a little bit of it.
Since have sold us out. They know this is coming. They know that this is the end game, and they're walking us right toward it. They're not doing anything to counter these moves out in the world stage, but there's really not anything they can do. China and Brazil striking this deal to ditch the US dollar is absolutely huge. The next massive move is Saudi Arabia. And this is really where it all lies. Because our deal with Saudi Arabia and the petrodollar is what gave us this power all this time. Now it's going away. Saudi Arabia has just joined China's economic security bloc, where Russia is a member also. And this is because China is playing a peacemaker. And I warned you about this. Everyone was thinking peacemaking Israel, Trump, and all this. Well, the real guy going around the globe right now trying to strike peace is the dragon, Xi Jinping. Sure enough, the dragon. And he is striking up a peace deal between none other than long enemies, Iran and Saudi Arabia, bringing them into one team. Again, most of the people out there don't even begin to understand the magnitude of all this. They will a year or two down the road, and they're like, what happened? And they failed to listen to the writing on the wall. This is what's going on here. In gold, expect once these rig markets are exposed, the precious metals are going to go to astronomical levels that you've never seen. You think crypto was wild. You just wait till the metals take off. There won't be no coming back down for them, though. So get ready. There are predictions that within the next 30 days, you are about to see a series of events that are going to change everything. The way that everything flows, where it all goes, and if they set up this disaster where they can swoop in and have the answer, which is their CBDC, they're going to do so. So get ready. That is the plan.
Let's bring you some economy news now. Brazil and China have struck a deal to ditch the US dollar in favor of their own currencies for financial trade transactions. The US, China, is also Brazil's largest export market, accounting for more than a third of all its exports. This comes just days after China completed its first LNG trade page in its national 1 currency, as it imported around 65,000 tons of liquefied natural gas. While the commodity originated in the UAE, it was actually a French company, Total Energies, that fulfilled the contract. China has been increasingly stepping up its oil and gas deals in yuan in a bid to establish its currency on a more international level. That also weakens the US dollar's traditional political dominance.
On countries on the supply of dollars, and they have to submit to their economic and political conditions. While when you deal with the rupee in India or the ruble in Russia, there are no political conditions set on the developing countries. The 18 countries club dealing with rupee, the Indian rupee, some of them are Western countries like Germany. When Germany, the economic leader in Europe, joining this shows a very clear, blunt indicator that the future is for the de-dollarization. The future is for the East, not the West now. The Western bloc is in the decline stage.
In the decline stage. So that should be it. So we're going to give all praise and glory to Yahweh by Shema Shah. Double honor to the Apostle Brother of the Great Millstone. Shalom to the Black. Shalom.